Alright, working on Donruss 1991, Series 1 and Series 2. I'm doing Series 1 first. Looking for elite cards and any other special cards that are in these. Giving it a shot. I know there's some elite cards that are signed. There's a Sandberg, I think. So we'll see what we find. This is not too bad. It's about $30 right now, and nothing worth anything except for the elite cards, I believe. So let's see what we got. All right. Ooh. Wax packs. Easy to open for the most part. I don't think we really have to worry about anything being special except for those elites. So we'll just kind of whip through them. See anything fancy. Lemons. Terra. This is peak wax junk era, so I think we'll just make a stack and go through them. Packs really do kind of fall apart. I'm mostly just recording this in case I do find an elite, which I think would be really fun to pull from a pack. Starter puzzles. Most of these will be going in the trash when I'm done because they're not worth even hanging on to, but some of the stars I might pull out for my son. Luckily, there's no gum, just the puzzle pieces. So that's great. Glad for that. No gum to ruin any cards. I wonder if anybody ever went through and completed one of those puzzles. Well, already got duplicates, and you can tell they're in order, so they definitely did not put these in randomly. This is 91 Donruss, which is after Upper Deck came out, and Upper Deck, I believe, was one of the first to create a random pack. So I'm surprised Donruss hadn't yet either. Yeah, see, these are just kind of the same ones in a row. Eckersley. I mean, you get an elite, you're gonna see it right away. Yeah, same cards over again. It's so weird. Because they are obviously different looking, and they're one of the first inserts. So you can pretty much tell immediately, I think. But I wouldn't know because I never pulled one. There's a Sandberg Diamond Kings. Pulled that out for my dad. Oil Can Boyd. I always liked that name. I don't know his real name. I just know he's Oil Can Boyd. Yeah, these are not well randomized. I've seen the same bunch of cards over and over again. It's so weird. If I was buying a box of these back then, I would have been really mad. I wouldn't be able to complete my set because I just kept getting the same cards. Mark Grace. Two Diamond Kings in the same pack. Diamond Kings were pretty easy to find back in 91, and then later on they became a little more scarce of an insert, made them worth a little bit more. But this year they were not. I mean, there's Gary Carter. I don't even think that these boxes say anything about elites, because elites were so hard to find that they were one in every, I don't know, maybe one a case, and then you got to find all of them and all different players. So you're talking, I don't know, 50 cases to get them all in one set, which is crazy, but that's just how things were back then. Chase cards weren't really a thing yet, so they were new at them, and they thought, well, you know, get people to buy more packs, maybe they'll find a special card. But they never did. I never did. So I'm going back and looking at the old boxes that I never found inserts in and trying to get them, because it's pretty cheap and it's fun. There we go. Sandberg highlights. Dad is a huge Sandberg fan and his whole life, and got him a cameo from Sandberg for Christmas one year, a couple of years ago. Sadly, Sandberg died this year, so I'm glad we did that, because he has that to look back on all the time. Craig Biggio. Is that his? That's not his rookie, I don't think. Oh, this wax is so like smashed in there. You can tell how old it is. It's coming off okay, but I'm glad that those puzzle pieces are there, because otherwise those back cards would be really messed up. Not that I'm keeping any of these, but still. Same cards again. See, in the front it just says, featuring Willie Stargell puzzle and 3 puzzle pieces and 15 picture cards. But that's it. They don't mention anything else. So there's Sandberg. I wonder if anybody has it down to a science, like where you know if you're going to get one of the elites, or if you, what's the best indicator card. Because you know, a lot of these old ones had indicator cards where you knew if you saw a card, then 3 cards later you get the guy that you're looking for, or something like that. Anderson All-Star, that's nice. It's interesting that the All-Star and cards that are not the main card for a person back then were always worth a little less, just because they were, you know, the main card was the card you wanted, and then all the other ones were sort of just extra stuff. All-Star cards and things like that. Randy Reddy, that's a name. Juan Gonzalez, Edgar Martinez. I don't think that I haven't had many of these this sharp. It's kind of cool to have them right out of a pack, even though none of these I really care too much about, but all of this year that I've ever had have mostly just been beat up corners and things, because, you know, back then, us kids, we didn't take good care of them. So whenever I had one, it was probably traded around a bit, beat up, and even though they're not worth that much anyway, it's kind of nice to have fresh out of the pack corners for these. Gonzalez again. That's his rookie, actually. Nope. That would have been 90, I think. Randy Reddy. Same cards again. Just, I mean, I'm getting the same guy twice in a pack sometimes. Thought I saw that. I swore I saw that Dave Madigan already in that pack. What's cool about the elites is that, you know, there's 10,000 of them. And there were a million of these boxes. So it's very likely you could still find one. I mean, they're out there. If there are boxes that are there to buy, you could very well get an elite because that's just how it was. These days, you kind of know there's so little amount of cards produced that they're so expensive. And I'm spending $300 for a box of like 60 cards just because they're all inserts. You know, back in this day, there were no inserts. You got the guys that you got. You're looking for your favorite players, and there may be something crazy like these elites that are in these, but not really. It was mostly just you wanted to look for certain players and you traded those players. But you got so many cards because you got all of them. You got all the teams, all the players, which was nice. Rated rookie. You build sets. I mean, not so much with this box because I'm getting the same guys over and over again. I don't know if it's like a regional thing or what. So far, nothing. Henderson. I don't know why I'm pulling these aside. They're worthless, but I just like the players. I'll pull out any Nolans. I'll pull out any Ryan Sandbergs, Cal Ripkins. There might be a Griffey in here. He's on the front, I think. Yeah. Ken Griffey Jr. Must be in Series 1, so maybe I'll pull a Griffey. That would be his third year. Barry Bonds at Diamond Kings. Carlton Fisk. My dad loves Carlton Fisk. Probably won't do too many more of these boxes just because they're so rare that even at $30 a box shipped, it's still kind of too expensive. If I could find a bunch of them at a card show or something and just buy like 10 boxes for, you know, very cheap, $100, $150, 10 boxes, I would probably do it. But at $30 a pop, you have almost no chance of pulling a good card. Just kind of throwing your money away. So if you really want one of them, you can always just buy them online, I guess. I do really want to get one of those Ryan Sandberg signed elites, though. That would be great. Same cards. Series 1 either must be really small or they just don't know how to collate. Figure I could just, you know, open this up, do this, and pretty much realize there's nothing there. Elite-wise, at least. This isn't the year that had the foil all around it, though. So it might be kind of harder to see. I've actually never, I don't know what I've seen in person for these. I know I have a Doug Drabeck, but I don't know if that's a 91, 92, or 93. Bo Jackson. Highlights. Bobby Bonilla. Rated rookies I've never heard of, so they never did anything. Tewksbury, Mark McGuire again. Home run milestone. If only those home runs meant anything anymore. I went to Cooperstown the year after that, the home run that he and Sosa were doing. Had all their stuff up there. Went for Nolan Ryan's induction. Derek May. And yeah, so there was stuff all over the place, and now probably all taken down because A, they're not the most ever anymore, and B, because of all the allegations of steroid use and all that. It's unfortunate. Come on, elites. Really wasn't a great looking card set. Just the blue, so much blue. And the other one's, the second series is green. Blue and green. Just all of them. Would have rather had a white border, probably. Roger Clemens, Diamond King, same with him. Drug allegations. So many players from the 90s, from like my era, that were going to be Hall of Famers and probably won't be anymore. It really sucks. Like the whole 90s era just got ruined. A lot of people like the checklists, not on this set, but just in general, because people don't usually keep them, so they get a little more rare. People just toss them. Girardi, Cecil Fielder. Ripken's regular card, I'll take that. Bob Tewksbury. And last pack. Last pack. Luck here, please. No, Matt Williams on the front. I don't know if they'd be in the middle or on the ends or what. No idea. No Griffey either. Bo Jackson. All right. That's it for Donruss 1991 Series 1.